Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So we're gonna just jump right into the video and get into the things. I only have a few minutes to discuss this topic, but this is about Raymonte, Cardi B, Ice Spice. I'd say earlier in the day, maybe about 10 hours ago or so from this point, it really started to go down on Nicki Minaj and Beyonce's internet. So I'm going to insert the clips here, but this is where it started. This is the TikTok that Raymonte made. And just to give you a brief summary of what was being said, he was basically saying that as a black person, he doesn't want to continuously be grouped inside of the ghetto or the ratchet category. Now, the other stuff he was saying about how they don't call Cardi B ghetto and stuff like that, it's not that they don't call her ghetto. It's just a matter of whether she is or isn't ghetto. She's light-skinned, so she's going to get that pass. So, I don't know, maybe your brain has to work a certain way for it to dissect it down like that, but that's basically what he was getting at. He wasn't trying to say, well, I don't know what he was trying to say. Don't let me put words in his mouth, but as far as him saying people don't call her ghetto, I don't believe that. I probably called her ghetto because she is ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like ghetto is a black or white thing. I just feel like ghetto is like where you're from and stuff like that. But you know, people be taking it too far, you know, with using the N-word and stuff like that, and they don't be black for real. But we're going to get into that. So this is where everything started. At Simply the It Girl reposted his TikTok on Twitter, and this is exactly where it started. So moving right along, of course, Cardi B, she doesn't miss anything. Now, I'm not going to read all of this out loud. So if you want to read this or if you missed it, just pause the screen or whatever. But she's basically always over explaining everything, you know. She's saying people misinterpret her because she's loud and ghetto and call her a hood rat, and she said that Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders call her a ghetto stripper, and she just wants people to leave her alone or whatever like that. So this is her first response, and they continued the back and forth. She also ended up saying here, I'm tired of people using me as their punching bag. Leave me the F alone. It's my day off. So Raymonte responded back to her previous message, and he was just basically saying, like, why are you getting mad? And he did state in the video, he was like, Cardi, this is no shade to you, no disrespect. So I think he was being genuine with the message that he was trying to put out. It wasn't really given that he was intentionally trying to shade her. Now, Simply the It Girl tried to insinuate, like, hey, you just saying stuff just so you don't like Cardi. But honestly, I didn't feel like he was intentionally trying to shade Cardi B. But he did say in this particular message, you know, I did say that you were successful and reached new heights. You know, that basically black ghetto people have a harder time reaching. And so I do agree with that particular statement right there. He also mentioned Sukiyana, Sexy Red, the City Girls, and etc. And he's right about that. Like, the actual black ghetto girls do not get or see the mainstream success that Cardi B has seen. Cardi, I'm sorry, she can say whatever she wants. She's really capped. She's not black to me. I don't care how much y'all try to flip it and cut it and dissect it. She's not black. She's not black. You can go back and listen to old clips where she's talking about dating outside of her race and dating black men. Okay, well, if you black, that's not considered dating outside your race. You know what I'm saying? So her stories change constantly, you know. But in regards to Raymonte, I agree with him. There's a huge colorism issue, but I don't complain about it because you want to know why? Because the people that look like me don't run the fucking show. So until we put our foot down and do something about that, that's like trying to come to somebody's house and telling them what to do in their house. So my people, we needed to get it together. We need to stop supporting certain things. We need to take our energy back from what we put it into to where it keeps these people going and rolling and flowing. Because I feel like my community of people, we're the people who hold all of this shit together. You know? So, anywho, of course, Cardi B responded back. You know, she's arguing back and forth. What did she say? She basically said she had to change the way she talked. And you know why I got where I am right now, hard work and not letting people, just different stuff like that, whatever. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the stuff Cardi B says is a lot of mushmouth stuff. Moving right along, Raymonte says, who doesn't like you when you're on the TL saying you didn't want to be here? I sent you something very heartfelt and we had an amazing exchange. So again, his demeanor is not given that he was intentionally trying to shade Cardi B, but of course she's so sensitive. She takes everything personally, and somebody like that should have never entered the world of rap, because this is not the place to be sensitive about every single little thing. So then she goes on to say, are we on the timeline? DMs, we were talking in DMs and now you're back on the timeline. You can't gaslight me, and I won't let you confuse people by bringing up things that are irrelevant to the initial discussion. You say people never call me ghetto. I responded showing how I've always been called ghetto, and now you're bringing up stand shit. It's none of that. I'm just sick of people being comfortable with race baiting when it comes to me, and it's plenty of men you could have compared yourself to, but you got it. So Raymonte responds again. You saying I'm using other women when me and you had our talk months ago. You said, why don't I call Ice Spice a Mexican? You bringing up other people, not me. I'm not bringing in any other women in this. Y'all are great. It wasn't to offend or hurt you in any shape or form, and I believe that. Okay, so things really started getting spicy once she mentioned Ice Spice's name in this particular message right here. She also went on to say later on in this message, you do it to me because you know that's what people use to hurt me. And when she said that, I said, girl, why would you expose what hurts your feelings on this internet? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a celebrity. Why would you even do that? But whatever. Same way as you use my name in that video, knowing exactly what you're doing. Whatever. So this is the other message. Y'all are gonna have to pause. They really was doing too much dialogue, typing back and forth, baby. It's too much for me to keep up with. But Raymonte said, all I was trying to say is that her being ghetto or getting called ghetto doesn't hinder her career. Essence wrote an article and asked, why was my viral birthday trip not sponsored by any brands? And y'all said it was because I'm ghetto and not marketable. So I'm giving an example of another person who is ghetto that has reached a high level of success. It didn't hinder her, so why should it hinder me? That's all. Didn't mean to offend her or get her dragged. I used her as an example because her ghetto ratchetness is what helped propel her career. It was called being relatable. This is not no stand Twitter shit. This is real life politics within the black community and entertainment industry. I'm confused on why I'm getting so much hate. I agree with him. When Cardi was doing her ghetto ratchet stuff, they put it in the media like she was relatable. But let any of us black people do that, and we're ghetto. We're going to be ghetto. If we do the exact same thing that Cardi B did, and we black, we're going to get labeled as ghetto. Meanwhile, her and her peers and her community of people will be labeled as relatable. He didn't tell no lies. He really didn't. Cardi just, the truth hurts. She didn't like to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? So then she wanted to give him some advice, talking about she get $5 million brand deals for a campaign. She first got famous in 2014, first brand deal, Fashion Over 2016. She annoys me. She's just a fake ass bitch. So this is where things get juicy. Ice Spice entered the chats. For what reason? I don't know, bitch. You keep your mouth closed any other fucking time. You just need to shut the fuck up with your weird ass. You know what I'm saying? So she go, no offense, Barty, it's because I have a Dominican parent and a black one. Girl, that was so unnecessary. Like, exit the chat. You should have never entered the chat. You know what I'm saying? So now you done got embarrassed on this here internet, and you done let Cardi play you for looking like a fan. So let's get into this. I think Cardi says, I think there might be some confusion on what was said. I asked why he feels so comfortable calling me Mexican. I have no Mexican parents. My mom is Trini. She came out of a whole black woman. My father is Dominican. I'm Dominican just like you. I also use other Dominicans as an example because, as you should know, a lot of times we get clustered into one because of the language. Also, can you send me that pic you took of me with your camera from Vanity Fair? Thank you, with the kissy emoji. Girl, that last part, you gotta be a young hoe if you didn't pick up what this hoe was putting down when she wrote that like that. She was being messy, for one, with how she said it. For two, what you mean? Like, bitch, if you wanted to picture that bad, you could have text me prior to this incident, but now all of a sudden you want to tag that at the end of your message saying, can you send me that pic you took? Which she said send it to me, and Ice Spice decided to post it on the internet instead. Now, the people I get my information from, my sources and stuff, are Armand Wiggins. Who else clocked Ice Spice for acting a little weird, and her Nicki kind of like falling out a little bit. I'm starting to believe the shit. But at the same time, playing devil's advocate, I mean, Cardi was supposed to be on the Munch remix, so, you know, the only reason why she wasn't was because Cardi didn't like her verse. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's just a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? I hate to be like the type of person like, no, if you fuck with Nicki, then you need to be, loyal and solid to her only. I hate to be like that, but in certain people's case, like Ice Spice, when Nicki Minaj give you a cosign, I would feel like if I was in that position, I would want to be loyal to Nicki Minaj and not fuck with a bitch like Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't, I mean, yeah, she's well known, but she ain't nobody to really be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to cross Nicki out to go over here and fuck with her, or I'm going to start being shady or moving funny, you know, because I want to be friends with her too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just a lot going on. Like, if you a real ass bitch and you just want to play it like that, like, Nicki, I fuck with you, I fuck with Cardi, I ain't got nothing to do with whatever beef y'all got going on, then be a real enough bitch to verbalize that. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is, Nicki be knowing you hoes be weird and fake as fuck because y'all start moving weird after you get the collaboration. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying Nicki is innocent. I'm not saying Nicki ain't did shit to nobody or whatever. I'm not saying that at any point in time she hasn't necessarily maybe been the problem at some point. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. From what I can see from the outside looking in, it just looked like Nicki be right about the stuff she be saying. I don't trust none of them. Whatever Nicki say, she be having receipts for it, and I believe my bitch. These hoes be fake as fuck. So, moving right on. So, she posts a picture. First of all, if y'all took a picture, why didn't you post it? Why didn't, I don't know which award show this is, the iHeartRadio, whatever it is. Why didn't you post this? Why did Cardi have to ask you for it? So, you kind of already knew it was going to be a little 1 2 1 2. But why would you post it when she asked you, and can you post that? Cardi didn't really care about that picture. She wanted to pull your card and show that, bitch, you a fan, and two, you really, you ride my dick low key. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ride my dick low key. I'm about to show you that you really a pressed ass bitch, and she gonna post the fucking picture. She posted the picture. But whatever, she took it, you might as well go ahead and post it. Anywho, the drama continues. Ken Barbie, Raymonte, this was a mess. He talking about, boy, I beat the fuck out of you. That's a mess. What else? Stacey been making bangers since last year when Pound Town was everywhere. Since then, what has she got? An invite to the VMAs and a performance at BET. Drake bringing her on tour isn't putting her in rooms that she deserves. Look at Ice Spice. Raymonte's point is being proven, period. So I had to insert that one because where's the lie? Where's the lie, honey? And then this one. I love this one as well. Everyone is allowed to be black and ghetto except actual black people, it seems. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it right there. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all of this down in the comment section below. Do you feel like Ice Spice was wrong? Does she owe Nicki Minaj loyalty or does she not? you know. And how do we feel about Cardi B ranting? Once again, this is nothing new for us. This is what she does. And Raymonte, do y'all think that Raymonte had a point in what he was saying in regards to colorism, black people being ghetto, and you know, the media pushing lighter complected people to a relatable status versus a ghetto status like actual black people? All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch y'all in the next video, and thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.